Good morning and welcome to Member Focus Monday. I'm Christina Schaefer, Director of Social Media for HAR. Before we start today's program, I do want to bring awareness to a situation that was brought to our attention yesterday. As of right now, Monday, February 24th at 9 a.m., HAR member Carol Payton with EXP is missing. She was last heard from by her daughter, who is also an HAR member, yesterday around noon. Police report has been made with the Houston Police Department. If you've seen Carol or have any information about her whereabouts, please contact the Houston Police Department. If you want to help spread awareness and bring more attention to Carol's disappearance, we did post on our Facebook page and our Instagram yesterday. Please go share that post so that we can find Carol. Of course, our thoughts are with her and her loved ones at this time. And of course, if there are updates, we will be sure to update our members. Richard, I want to thank you for being here today to discuss the HAR CRM. I know this is something that our members have been wanting for a very long time, so I'm excited to dive in deep with you today about the HAR CRM, and welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you. I know you were on the program just about 6 months ago talking about Showing Smart. But today we're focusing more on the CRM. For anyone who has not met you or has not gotten to work with you yet, Richard, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do for HAR.
Okay, so my current role, like you stated, I am the project manager for Showing Smart as well as the new HAR CRM. But I've been with the association. This year will make 20 years. A lot of time flew by. But I've been in membership. I've been an instructor for several years, and now this is my role to work with our members to get these products to where they want them to be.
Very good. Now, again, I mentioned you're obviously Showing Smart manager. You were involved with the development of Showing Smart, kind of from the ground up, as well as the CRM. Tell us about the collaboration between members who served as beta testers and our developers, and how important is it for the implementation, the reviews, the things that you hear from members? How important is that member feedback to the development or the improvement of tools like Showing Smart and the CRM?
Well, the member feedback is very important. I mean, there are products that they were using prior that they have certain features that they're accustomed to. So we want to make sure when we're building a platform for our members that we give them some sort of stability of what they were already using. Because obviously, I'll take Showing Smart for now. I'll just mention that the numbers speak volumes. Right now, we have over 45,000 listings. We've had over 4 million confirmed showings, and we expect the CRM to be the same. I'm hoping that the CRM platform is user friendly and beneficial to all of our members, and they can integrate their business into it. And the only way for that to happen is if we build it for our buyer agents and seller agents.
Mm-hmm.
And currently, I am the only one that gets the feedback and support calls. And again, if it is a strong business use, we will definitely work with our developers to get whatever they're asking for in the CRM. Again, because we want them to start utilizing it.
It's fabulous. So there's so many CRMs out there for realtors to choose from, right? We see them all the time. What are some unique features on the HAR CRM platform? What makes it different from other CRMs available to our members?
So it's owned by the member. So if they decide they want to switch brokerages, everything in the HAR CRM goes with them. So it's a single login for our members. We're integrated with Matrix, so all their current transactions and currently 5-year sold transactions are in the CRM. We're integrated with several HAR tools, technology tools. We have the HAR CRM app that they have the option to utilize. So I think that makes us stand out. And I think the biggest integration is the matrix. They can keep track of all of their transactions.
That's excellent. Now, one thing you mentioned, you said owned by the member. I know one of the questions that we get sometimes about any of our tools, but specifically the CRM, is, can my broker see my client information? Can other agents in my office see my client information? You know, who is my client information shared with? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so you are the only one, the member is the only one that can see their information. We don't currently have any sort of team sharing, which we're looking into, but currently it's just the member. So, you're not supposed to, but unless you give somebody access to your username and password, the CRM is just for your eyes only, nobody
Uh-huh.
else.
Okay, great. And how many members are currently using the HAR CRM?
So when we spoke on Friday, we had 6,160 members using it, and this morning when I pulled the report, it went up to 6,232. So quite a few members are using it, and of course, it is currently just for platinum subscribers.
Maybe the promotion of this encouraged people to go sign up. They're like, well, I'm going to watch that on Monday. Let me go. Let me go start using it. Very good. Just a comment that came in from Suna said, "I'm loving it. Very user friendly." So great. Great feedback there. Now, what do you recommend to someone? Because, like you just said, it was what 70 people just over the weekend went to go sign up for it. What do you recommend to someone who's maybe pulling up the CRM today for the first time and going to kind of set it up and start using it?
So what I would recommend is start small. If you've never used a CRM before and you want to get used to our CRM, start small. Your HR contacts are already integrated if you
Mm-hmm.
had some prior. If you use Showing Smart for your listings and for your showings, if you create a buyer or a contact to receive notifications, those contacts are automatically integrated. So I would say start with the current clients that you're working with, and start that process with them, and then go back to your former clients and let's work out that way. So I would just say start small.
Mm-hmm.
We do have the Matrix integration, so if you have any contacts in Matrix, we have a easy way to bring those in. So if you have anybody in Matrix, you can just bring them in with a
Mm-hmm.
click of a button. And I would say start from there. Start small.
Okay. So I'm curious about importing contacts, and we actually just had a question come in about it. So I'll get to that question in just a second. Importing your contacts from other sources is obviously very important for any CRM that you're going to be using. How exactly do you import contacts into the HAR CRM, and is it an easy process?
It is super easy. Again, the HAR and Showing Smart contacts are already there. With Matrix, we have an option just to click a button and it will retrieve all of your Matrix contacts. If you're utilizing a current CRM, you can export your contacts into a CSV file and then bring them into our CRM. And then if you have phone contacts that you want to bring in, we have the HER CRM app that allows you to bring in any of your phone contacts as well. So the process is seamless. We have a mapping area that you can have up to 88 different columns to bring in. And then we also have an option to add 10 custom fields for your CRM contacts.
Okay, very good. There was just a question, just to make sure we answer this one here. How does exporting contacts from Loop work? She also followed up in saying just from other sources.
Okay, so if you're exporting from Loop or any other sources, again, export them into a CSV file, and then when you're ready to upload those into our CRM, it's again a seamless process. But they do have to be exported into a CSV file.
Very good. Just a few comments coming in of saying people, I can't wait to try this. I'm excited to use this. This one says, I've always used some sort of CRM, so I'm looking forward to using this one. So very
Great.
good. If you have questions for Richard about the HER CRM, whether you've gone in and started using it or not, type those questions into the chat and we'll get to as many of those as possible. Got another comment here saying that it's easy to use, so we love that. All right, excellent. Now, and I do see a few more questions coming in, so we'll get to those. One thing that we always talk about is the value that a realtor brings to their client or customer. How does the CRM help members kind of log and track the value that they have brought or are currently bringing to a client or customer?
Great question. So under each contact, there is a services tab. And under that services tab, they can see all the transactions that they have with that particular client. They can see all the showings that they've created through Showing Smart. They can see all the tours if they created them through Showing Smart. If they created the market insight, an instant CMA, if they've worked with any of our financial calculators, they'll be able to track everything under that particular tab. We also have any email marketing campaigns that they've sent out. And if they're utilizing our client portal, again, they're going to be able to see everything in that particular tab. I call it a one-stop shop. So you basically have everything you've done for that client under that tab, which gives a lot of value because then you can go back and let them know, hey, here's what we've done so far. Let's move forward.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Now, you mentioned the client portal. That's a term that we're familiar with because there's a client portal in Matrix as well. So what is the difference between the Matrix client portal and the HAR client portal?
So the matrix, well, with our client portal, you have direct messaging back and forth. So we have a messaging system that you can directly message your clients. I think that's the biggest one that I would bring up. They can set their own parameters for searches, just as you can search for them. They also have the option to like, favorite, heart their properties that they're looking at. So I just think it's a little bit more eye appealing to me. So I would say go in there and just play around with it. Create yourself to receive the information first if you don't have a client, and that way you get used to how that particular platform works for you.
Okay, very good. So I want to address a few questions that have come in. One from Kevin, he was asking, does it facilitate sending out my weekly email newsletter to my contacts on both creation of the newsletter and the sending of the newsletter?
Good question. So currently, we don't have that capability. That has been a feature request by several members. So obviously, we're looking into different products that will facilitate that particular type of action for you. So currently, no, but soon to be yes.
Very good. There was a few questions, and I know we already answered it in the chat, but I want to answer it aloud as well. Questions about a few people asking integration with Transaction Desk. So is there any integration or will there be integration with Transaction Desk?
So again, currently there is not. That also has been a received feedback request. So obviously, when we speak to our developers on a daily basis, I always bring our feedback to our developers to make sure it's something that we can implement. And because that's a service within HAR, it's not an HAR tool, but it is a service within HAR. I'm sure that that's something that we can bring in because obviously our members use those products to send out information to their clients. So if it's something that we can bring in, I'm definitely going to ask for it.
Very good. Question from William. We were just talking about importing contacts. Does the system recognize duplicate entries? Oftentimes we're importing from multiple sources and sometimes there might be duplicates.
Yes, it does. It does recognize duplicate contacts. We're about to create a feature for merging similar contacts because if it's a duplicate contact, it will not allow it to be brought in. Same first name, same last name, phone number, email address. That's a duplicate if it's like identical. But if you have same first name, same last name, different phone number, different email, that's a similar contact. It's not a duplicate. It will allow that to be brought in.
Okay, great. Few other questions that we have. Just a comment here from Janie. If you've never used a CRM, this is the perfect place to start. The most important step is to use it every day. So great suggestion there from Janie. Dwayne is asking, I like the HER CRM, but I can't figure out how to send out a bulk email to my contacts. Is it possible or just one at a time? Thanks.
So bulk email. So we have the email option when you're in your contact management section. You can send out a maximum of 50 emails based on an email blast. However, we also have a marketing email campaign, which allows you to currently send out maximum 500 per month. So you would have to use the list, create your contact list up to 500 max, and then you can utilize that for the email marketing to send out whatever you need to send out if it's more than the 50 people for email.
Very good.
And again, this is just something we're starting with. That number can always extend out. I know members are used to sending out a lot of monthly emails
Hmm.
or marketing campaigns. So that's just what we started with, and obviously, we can always extend those numbers out.
Very good. And you actually answered Erica's question too. She said, "Is there a limit of 500 at a time?" So we've got the answer to that one. Very good. A few more questions that have come in. Freddie's asking, "Is it mobile friendly?"
Yes, Freddie, it is mobile friendly. So we do have the HAR CRM app. It's currently available. You can download the app from your for your smartphones, and yes, it is definitely app ready.
All right, very good. Does it offer, I think you already answered this question, does it offer smart campaigns for home searches and smart follow ups?
Yes, it does. It does. Okay, the thing right now is I know a lot of our members use CRMs that send out, weekly, daily notifications to their clients. Currently, again, that's something that we are looking into, we're diving into, but currently what we do for instance, for like birthdays, the CRM is going to send you, the user, the notification that a client's birthday, the 25th day before the month starts, anything next month, you'll be notified the 25th month before on the 25th. And then you'll also get a notification the day before the birthday. So that gives you an opportunity to reach out to your client and send them a birthday email, birthday card, however you want to work with it. But yes, we are looking on something more automated. But the follow ups go to you currently.
Okay, very good. And similar to that question that just came in from Lola, when are we going to have video based campaigns?
So again, that's another huge request.
Mm-hmm.
We're working with developers to get all these implementations done. Now
Mm-hmm.
again, it's when you're on the development side, there's some things that we can implement immediately because all of our technology is internal, but there are also some things that we need to kind of look into to see if the system can handle it, and if we need to add any additional tools in the product for us to even be able to manage things like our video based campaigns. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, that is something that we're looking into currently. And again, I'm expecting our member feedback to make this the best CRM out there, but it will take time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, very good. A few more questions here. Tracy says, not sure if this was asked. Can a broker have one for the brokerage and self?
So currently, again, the HER CRM is member owned. So we don't have any type of brokerage management type of categories in our CRM. But if that's something that brokers are looking for, I mean, we can definitely look into it and see if that's a possibility. I already have the team looking into kind of team services.
Mhm.
So that might be something once we launch that the broker themselves can utilize, to disperse out leads or anything like that to their staff.
Very good. Jim is having difficulty. He said he tried to sync his Google email and he got a message that the app was blocked. How do I correct it?
Yeah, so about 3 weeks ago, we had a server update which disconnected all of our members from their email.
Mm.
And there is currently a video for any Gmail users that are trying to reconnect. So if you go to your settings and you go to add your connect to your email, right under the connect to email, there's two little videos that show how to connect if you're a Gmail user. So
Great.
go ahead and try that first. Look at the video, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Just look at the video, try to reconnect to your Gmail, and then if you have an issue, definitely email us or call member services and ask for me, and I'll be able to send you a Zoom link and assist you that way as well.
Very good. Thank you. So we've talked about some things that are, potentially coming. Let's talk about what has been updated. What new features have been implemented into the HER CRM since its launch?
Okay, so one thing that members were asking for, and this was a big one, they were asking for custom fields because when they bring in their CSV files, we have 88 fields that are already implemented there, but members have additional things besides what we have in our import. So we have allowed 10 custom fields that they can now utilize. Text 100 characters, text area 3,000 characters, or numeric fields 100 characters.
Mm.
We've also implemented an expected revenue in the deals section so they can kind of keep track of what they're getting paid for each deal. So that's something that members were also requesting. So those are a few of the things that we've already brought in.
Okay, very good. And obviously, you're taking member feedback and looking into different things that the members bring up. But what new features are on the horizon for the CRM?
So currently we have the transactions sold in the deals 5 years back. Members were saying that's not long enough. We want to see our sold history more than 5 years.
Mm.
So we're currently going to take it back to 2003 for all their sold transactions, which I think, that's going to be a huge benefit.
Yeah.
We're creating a tab for mailing labels because we know that a lot of agents utilize mail outs. And then we're also, again, looking into those drip campaigns where the system automatically will start sending out your drip campaigns for you. You just got to set them up one time and you're done.
Very good. If you have any other questions about the CRM, now is the time. Get those typed in and we'll get to as many as we can. I did see a question from Maria about training for the HAR CRM. So how can members learn more about the CRM?
So we do have three classes that we currently offer. We offer a 2-part series, free 2-hour CE class, Mastering the Basics of the CRM, which goes over onboarding and importing contacts. And then we have the advanced class, which is focusing on how to utilize the app in the services section.
Okay.
We also host webinars 1-hour webinars that they can also join that goes over just the overall usage of the CRM.
Very good. And you can sign up for those classes and the webinars, har.com/education. And I believe also, last week we had our Director of Professional Development, Rita Blevins, on, and she was talking about remote training as well. Is the CRM something that instructors can go to a brokerage office and offer training on as well?
Absolutely. If your office or if your brokerage wants us to come out and teach a CRM class or give an hour overview during your sales meetings, we've done that already for a couple of our offices, our member offices. So yeah, if that's something you want to do, reach out to our education department and just let them know that you would like us to come. We have 2 instructors that currently go out and teach those classes. And I usually tag along just in case there's anything that I can help with. So I usually tag along to just be there and support our team and our members.
Very good. A few more questions here. Almost was asking, about a chat bot. Is that something that is being looked into or on the horizon?
Yes. So we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. So we're looking for a system that will basically allow you to message your clients, keep track of your text messaging, and also keep log of your phone calls that you have with them. Again, because all of that is very important when you're working with somebody. You need to keep track of everything that you're doing with them, so you just know, your steps, and that's something that we are looking into as well. Yes.
Okay, very good. Few more questions here. Wanda, and this is we touched on this, but we didn't specifically talk about other vendors. So she's saying, is the CRM private to the agent and not shared with other vendors? So we mentioned it's not shared with, your broker, etc., other vendors.
Right, correct. So the CRM, again, we don't share any of the information within the CRM to any vendors. This is, again, a member-owned product. So this is yours. Nobody else can see what you have in there except yourself. That's it.
Okay. Very good. A few more questions. Sorry. There's William. We've got some good questions coming in, so I want to make sure I get to as many as I can. William's asking, if a CRM contact texts or emails us, will we be notified directly on our phone, so like a push-through notification, or do we need to be in the app or see, to see the text or email?
So no, it'll send you an email. You don't have to be logged into the app or on the web, on the CRM web to get those notifications. It's automatically going to send them to you by email.
Okay. A few people asking about phone calling directly from the app, direct calling with the CRM. Alan said phone line, ? So what about that?
Again, that's something that we have already looked into. Again, we want to make sure that we find the best product for our members, but we are currently looking into a phoned phone system that will allow them to utilize making outgoing calls, outgoing text, things like that, so they can keep track of it under that services tab in that contact.
Excellent. And I think this was in reference to the webinars that you mentioned. Will they be recorded and uploaded to HAR's YouTube channel? I believe there's already some there, right, on the YouTube channel?
Yes, they're already there. And if you sign up for one of our CRM classes, you do get a copy of the recording for the webinar. So as long as you attend the class, we will send you a recording so you can go back and just review it if you need to.
Very good.
They're free, so you can take them as many times as you like.
Yeah, excellent. Just a comment here from Tracy. Love the additions, making it so much more competitive to other expensive platforms. So yeah, definitely agree with that one. Very good. So you've mentioned training classes, webinars. What about support? How, our members might be starting to dive into this after today. How can they get support if they need it?
So if you're in our CRM, under our menu, we have a support option where you can just simply click there and give us your feedback or any support needs. You can also email crm@har.com. Currently, I am the only one that supports all of our member requests and feedback. So I'm always here looking for ways to make this easier for our members. So yes, they can always go to our support tab or email crm@har.com. And I get those daily and respond immediately. So unless I'm on lunch, but yes.
Very good. I guess we can let you take a little bit of a break, right?
Right. And that's cool at you.
Very good. Just a comment here from Val. She said, thank you, Richard and Christina. As always, HR provides great agent tools. And I couldn't agree more. Richard, you've shared a lot with us today. Some great things to get people started, get in there, start utilizing the CRM, and get training for it if they need it. Is there anything else that you wanted to share with our audience today?
I just ask that we're barely starting with it. We wanted to make sure that the ground for it was done. So the ground is done. Now we need to start building it based on our member input, which I will definitely do with your input. So just make sure that you send us feedback and requests that you'd like, and just please be patient with us, utilize it, let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want, and hopefully we can get everything that you like in there.
Very good. Just a quick reminder, Jim was asking, where do you find that video you mentioned for Gmail users?
Okay, so if you're in the menu and you go to the settings, prior to you connecting or syncing to your email, you should see a little yellow box and the two videos are right there. You might have to click see more advanced settings and it might drop down to that
Very
menu.
good. And I think Sally just shared a link to it. So even better. Very good. All right. Well, Richard, thank you again for your time today. This was really helpful. And again, we want as many of our members as possible utilizing the HAR CRM. That's why HR develops these tools to benefit our members and to provide it at a lower cost than you might find elsewhere. So thank you again for your time today, Richard. This was really helpful.
All right. Thank you, Christina. Have a
Absolutely. Great day. Next week, we will be back with HAR Director of Video Services, Claudia Hernandez. She's going to be talking about video marketing, so important, and also utilizing AI in video marketing. So I'm looking forward to that conversation next week. We'll see you next Monday at 9 a.m. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.